County Road 215 has been closed all day, and homes in the area have been on lockdown, all because of an 18,000-gallon propane tank leak just about a half a mile down this road. Now, even the smallest spark from a car driving through the area could ignite this entire dry region.
Trying to get it offloaded as quickly as we can and as safely as we can without igniting anything or creating any kind of a problem.
These two 18,000-gallon propane tanks were filled just yesterday, but after storing the flammable fuel for under 24 hours, a pipe from the tank cracked under pressure.
There are devices on the tanks that are supposed to override should a leak occur. It will shut down the tank. That safety device has malfunctioned.
With this hazardous material leaking liquid and letting suffocating fumes into the air, homeowners in a nearby development have been on lockdown the entire day.
If the wind shifts and the propane fuel does go across the road, we want any source of ignition. A car going through a cloud at that time could ignite it.
The trapped are horrified as local companies bring in supply trucks to remove the leaking, highly hazardous material.
I needed to go pick up my daughter from school, and they would not let me pass, and they said that, it was the same situation. And I said, well, my husband will pick up my daughter. What should he do? And they said, your husband and daughter should stay in town.
The emergency office for the county just had an answer machine. They wouldn't answer their phone.
They say there's no communication, they don't know why they're barricaded in, and are scared for their safety.
There was no effort to inform the people in here of anything that went on. I mean, there was no reverse 911 or anything.
There were no reverse 911 calls. If I would not have left my house to go to town today, I wouldn't even know what was going on.
Fire District 2 has been working diligently to get the situation under control, but they say they still have about 6 to 8 hours to go before the area is safe for travel again. Reporting live, Catherine Johnson, CBS News Channel 5. 44,000 flights come in and out of Cheyenne Regional Airport every year. Now, in addition to all of those commercial flights, air traffic controllers are in charge of all flights for the governor, everything coming in and out of Warren Air Force Base, the Air National Guard, and all private planes. This one tower may have a great view, but these air traffic controllers can't always find time to take a breath and enjoy their surroundings.
That's what air traffic's all about. It's communicating.
About 250 flights come into the tower's radar each day, but only with permission. Communication is key in keeping skies safe and orderly.
It's just that one more added feature, one more safety feature that's there for the aviation community.
At small airports like Cheyenne, a control tower is somewhat of a luxury.
If you don't have a great deal of operations that are happening at your airport, there really isn't a necessity to staff a tower with air traffic controllers.
Colorado's Jefferson County Airport doesn't have a control tower, which the FAA says could partially be to blame for the February 6th collision over Boulder. But although operations in the capital city are covered during the day,
Cheyenne is actually a non-towered airport from 10 at night until 6 in the morning.
Meaning pilot-to-pilot communication is the only way to know where other aircraft are.
The pilots just make blanket broadcasts on the Unicom frequency, so all pilots flying into Cheyenne are on that one frequency.
It really does fall back to the pilot to ensure those distances and the safety of both them and the aircraft around them.
Even though technology advances like autopilot have really taken off across the globe, air traffic controllers say there's nothing more important than having an alert pilot with their eyes in the skies.
We're very fortunate to have the type of system that we do, but you never want to be satisfied. You always want to continue to look for ways to make it safer.
A mass hire of air traffic controllers in the early 1980s now has a lot of them looking to land their career. But officials say Cheyenne doesn't have too much to worry about since those positions here are handled through the Department of Defense. Reporting for your station, Catherine Johnson, CBS News Channel 5. The user's fee for a new state liquor warehouse would mean the same amount of money that would be added to this $50 bottle of wine would also be added to this $5 bottle of liquor.
If a case of spirits costs $12 and you add $3.28, that's a huge markup compared to a $50 case with $3.28.
$3.28. The magic number retailers say could put a huge dent in their sales.
I've been in retail in Cheyenne for over 35 years, and I can tell you that if you raise prices, the consumer will find a different way to purchase his goods.
And folks might say, hey, it's only this much or that much, but you know, a cumulative effect, it's a pretty large amount of money.
Other lawmakers disagree.
I don't think it'll damage anyone's income.
The new warehouse would cost roughly $13 million to build, and legislators say the time to buy is now, but they still have to decide how to pay for it.
The person gaining the benefit of the service, whatever the service is, ought to be paying for it to the extent possible, so we don't just take it from the general fund.
I don't think we're in dire enough straits to have to do that. I think we could easily borrow the money from a general fund.
Since Wyoming is a control state, 17% of every case purchased goes directly into the general fund already. Retailers say users shouldn't be asked to pay any more.
Well, all the property of the state belongs to all the residents of the state, and to put a tax on a particular segment of the residents for building, I believe would equate to be taxing the politicians to use the Capitol while they're here for the legislature.
Lawmakers say roughly $12 million went into the general fund last year from liquor sales alone. But they don't want to touch that money just quite yet, saying that they're not quite sure what the state of the Wyoming economy will be next year. Reporting live, Katherine Johnson, CBS News Channel 5.